Gala Scott, Eva Longoria, gets ready for her new wine store's grand launch in the first episode of Land of Women. However, when debt collectors confront her at the launch party about the $15 million her husband Fred owes their boss, her dream comes crashing down. Gala leaves the launch party early in order to see Fred packing up his belongings at home. He advises her to leave New York with her mother and their daughter. He says he'll make things right in the meanwhile. Gala is left with little choice but to gather her belongings and flee before the debt collectors track her down once more. She discovers that she has overdrawn all of her accounts. She is able to sell valuables, including her wedding ring, for almost $50,000 in cash. She conceals it under her clothes by strapping it to her body. Gala barely avoids the debt collectors before picking up her dementia-stricken mother Julia from the nursing home. After that, she picks up Kate from college and unexpectedly suggests a girls' getaway. She presents the girls' vacation as though Julia had suggested they go back to her childhood home of La Muga, Spain. Furthermore, she deceives Kate into coming by pretending that it is Julia's final request. Since Julia claims to still possess part of the house from her youth, Gala is secretly hoping that La Muga would provide a safe haven for them. Gala purchases a used car outright from a stranger when they arrive in Spain, as she can't hire a car without a credit card. She can't drive a stick shift, so it's not ideal, but she'll manage. While driving, Julia deceives Gala by leading them to La Muga in the wrong direction. When they get to a vineyard, Gala crashes the automobile into a tractor, causing a grape harvest to spill. The driver of the tractor, Amat, approaches Gala angrily and demands that she reimburse him for the damage. She realizes that Julia is absent and decides to leave in order to avoid a confrontation. Julia is discovered swimming in a river. She briefly believes that Gala is her sister Mariona due to her dementia, and she recalls swimming there when she was a young woman. Gala and Kate are then dragged into the lake by Julia. Gala initially laughs it off until realizing that money is disappearing under her garments. Gala promises to provide an explanation later, but Kate and Julia already realize something is wrong after she collects the money. The automobile won't start when they return to it. Then, Amat informs them that they are headed in the opposite direction to La Muga, where he resides. He allows them to have a ride in his tractor out of kindness. He argues they can't stay there because it's his house, though, after they show him a picture of Julia's home. He purchased it from the sister of Julia. He leaves them off near Mariona's house so they can work things out with her, but Mariona slams the door in their faces upon seeing Julia. Actually, Amat's news that Julia is returned doesn't exactly delight the rest of the community either. Kate asks Gala why they came here in the first place, as she no longer thinks it's because her grandmother is dying. Gala informs them of their financial difficulties. All they own is Julia's half of the La Muga mansion and the cash. She maintains that Fred is doing well and is working things out at home. They are forced to remain in La Muga till he returns. Then, despite Amat's claim that it now belongs to him, they visit Julia's childhood house. Amat contacts the police after spotting them there. Andrew, Julia's ex-boyfriend, turns up as the police officer. Even though it's clear that he still has feelings for her, he nonetheless arrests them for breaking and entering. The scene shifts to Kate's partner Maggie when the debt collectors pay her a visit in her dorm after the three ladies are put in jail. The review of the episode. We're in for a treat with this opening episode of Apple TV's Land of Women, though the build-up for that show is a little tedious. Still, the long haul can be worthwhile. Gala and Amat's encounter with his tractor creates a charming little rivals to lovers romantic comedy scenario. I'm excited for the show to delve deeper. And it's fascinating to wonder why everyone despises Julia.